possibly struggling with the new contest? Well, in today's video, I'll show you how you can easily beat it and get first place. And today's contest is Brawl Ball 2v2. So, I have made 5 different comps for you guys to use. So, without wasting your time, let's get straight into the video and let's get to the first comp. Alright, so starting off with comp number 1, we have Willow and Chester. Now, I know this comp actually sounds like weird and insane, like it doesn't sound like a normal comp, but trust me, this comp is actually insane. Like, Willow is so underrated in 2v2 or just Brawl Ball in general. Like, Willow is underrated as a brawler and she's actually so good, and just hear me out. Now, for all of you Willow mains watching this video, you're gonna be super happy because Willow is actually insane in this mode. I have been playing Willow previously before the contest, so I was just playing 2v2 Willow, just grinding out trophies. And she is amazing in this mode. Once you get Willow super, the amount of pressure you give is insane. The enemy team will be scared of you so much that you can pressure them to their net and they can do nothing about it. Like, it's actually crazy. But there is a problem. The enemy is not your competition. The one who you're gonna be fighting against is your random, and I am not playing. I have been playing this mode and I have been entering random lobbies just playing 2v2 Brawl Ball, and oh my goodness, some of the randoms actually just do not think. I beg you, when you're playing 2v2 contest, Brawl Ball especially, you want to find a random. You cannot carry. You cannot carry. If you're good at this game, you will not be able to carry in this mode. And that is because Brawl Ball especially, you need teamwork. Without teamwork, there's gonna be nothing. So yeah, make sure you just find a team, because if you do not find a teammate, you're kind of done. Now, another reason why Willow is great for this map is because there are so much walls that you can just hide behind, and this just gives you so much control as Willow. Like, it is insane. Now, Chester's job is just going to basically just be defending, and that's why you kind of want Chester in this comp, so he can kind of defend and also play aggressive. So Chester is going to be playing defensive and aggressive at the same time, as he can deal a lot of damage, and he's also a long-range brawler. So that makes Chester extremely good. Alright, so now let's go to the next brawler, and the next brawler is Serge and BB. Now, please imagine that Grom as a BB, because that random did not want to hop off Grom, like he was determined to play him. But anyways, Serge is just an amazing brawler to play, as he can counter tanks. And what I noticed that there are a lot of double tanks here. Basically, what the enemy does is they go double tanks. For example, Frank and BB, maybe Buster and Daryl. What I'm trying to say is, I noticed that there is a trend of going double tank here. So, if you have a Serge, Serge can easily counter that. And the reason I'm saying BB as the second brawler is BB is just such an amazing brawler. BB can actually be a great defender here because she has that knockback ability, which makes her insane. Another thing that makes BB really good is her hypercharge. Her hypercharge is really easy to get. And another thing is, there are so much walls here that she can easily just hide behind them and start pushing. So when you start pushing, you can easily just get your super and then get your hypercharge. And oh boy, when BB gets her hypercharge, it's basically game over for the enemy team, because there are so much walls there that it's guaranteed to at least maybe hit them like twice. Alright, so now let's go to the next comp. And the next comp is Stu and Rico. So Rico is basically going to be the damage dealer here, and Stu is going to be the aggressor, trying to just score in the ball. And this can be an amazing comp if your teammates know what you're doing. So Rico is basically going to be just pushing enemies and trying to bounce off his shots from the walls. And Stu is just trying to get his super and kind of like trick shot. There are 2 walls there where you can trick shot. And if you can trick shot, then you can easily score, because people in 2v2, they usually just either walk in the ball or just shoot straight, and they don't really trick shot. So because you can have so much tries trying to trick shot, you can easily maybe get 1 goal in. But be careful, because if you start trick shotting a lot of times, the enemies will notice and start defending. So what I'm basically trying to say is this comp is kind of an aggressive comp, and that is because Stu is basically going to just spam his gadgets, kind of like Rico spamming his gadgets. So this comp is a gadget comp, equals win. Yeah, Basically, what I'm trying to say is Stu is just going to play aggressive, trying to get a super and just dashing around the map. And Rico is just going to be bouncing off walls, just applying a lot of pressure. And because both of you guys are applying so much pressure, they're probably going to back off to their spawn. And that just gives Rico a gold mine of damage. And this will guarantee you the win. So now let's go to the next comp. And the next comp is Tor and Gail. Now, the MVP of this comp is actually going to be Tor. Now, this is another underrated brawler as Tor is insane in this mode. For 2v2 especially, when Tor gets her super, it's exactly like Willow, except some people aren't scared of Willow's super because they think they're them, but everyone knows to avoid Tara's super. Now, this will give you such an advantage because what is gonna feel like? You're gonna feel like you're trading and you're gonna be negotiating. What I'm basically trying to say is when you have Tara's super, the enemy will not want to mess with you and they're kind of gonna like fight if they should either like try to attack you or they should start backing off. And you can kind of start applying pressure, making them go to the net. And when they're at their net, you can easily, first of all, you just super. Second of all, you break a lot of walls with your super. Third of all, you can score easily. And this just makes Tor insane. Another thing that Tor has is the gadget. And the gadget is actually so good here because I noticed there are some brawlers that people go that have single shots. And this just makes Tor gadget super good here. Because I did notice for some reason, lots of people are playing like Lou. Some people are playing Maisy's. Some people are playing Colt. So if you have her gadget, you can apply even more pressure. And this makes Tor fantastic. Now for Gail, Gail is kind of just going to be like a defender and just pushing. He can easily, when he gets a super, also apply pressure. So he is kind of going to be applying pressure, but at the same time, he is going to be defending more as Tor needs to get up close to do a lot of damage, while Gail can just easily defend from out far. So this will kind of balance out the comp and make it extremely good. Now let's go to the last and final comp. And the last and final comp is Maisy and Penny. Now, I'm actually really surprised of how well these brawlers are in this mode, as there are so much walls. Penny and Maisy shouldn't be doing that well, but I was actually winning so much matches with this comp, like it was crazy. Now, my random one Penny, and that was like the best decision ever because Penny is so good for this mode. Now, the only problem I can see you guys facing is if you are playing with a random, then it can cause problems if you do not know their skill, as if they do not know how to hit their shots, it can be a problem, as this comp does require you to hit your shots. This comp is actually a great comp to counter tanks because Penny has her gadget, which can easily counter tanks if they come close to you. And Maisy is just a good tank dealer in general, but if you guys cannot hit your shots, then that can become a problem and I wouldn't suggest this comp. But if you can, this comp is amazing. Now, there are a lot of walls, so Penny can place her super anywhere, as it will be super effective for this mode, especially if both of you die, there is a chance of that turret hitting the enemy and killing them, which is amazing. Now, another thing is, when Maisy gets her super, she can actually apply a lot of pressure since there are so much walls here. You can easily just super and just kill the enemy, especially if you combine the star power that can slow enemies down, then it's great. But I actually prefer the star power that does more damage because I personally think I can hit my shots more. So I do prefer the one that does more damage. But if you do not know how to really aim with Maisy, but you're okay with her, I will suggest the slow star power, as it can help you out so much, especially for this mode. As if you super and someone is behind the wall, you can easily attack them and get your super back really quickly. And yeah, that comes to the end of the video. Now, thank you so much guys for 4,000 subscribers. I actually appreciate it so much. I am so close to 5,000 subscribers. Honestly, I never thought I could even reach 1,000. So I really do appreciate you guys. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Otherwise, have a good day and bye bye.